everyone and welcome to the kitchen, and today you are joining me at lunchtime and I have a cup of coffee, half a cup of black coffee. I don't like black coffee but I'll drink it if there's no milk, and I'm going to add, because I've heard of a drink called coffee, Coke and beer, so I'm going to add some Coke, and I've not tried it yet, so we'll see how we go. We'll see if we like it. It's all right, but the actual drink is called coffee, Coke and beer. Now, I don't think I'm going to become a regular of this, but I'm going to try it with beer. So here we go. So we've got a lager. Apparently it's a light beer, so I thought it would be ale, but no, lager. So we'll try it with lager. Don't really like lager either, but I'll drink it if, say it's a hot day and you're in a concert or something like that. I'll drink beer then. But let's see what this is like. Oh, it's not for me. I mean, it's drinkable. To be honest, the lager dominates the rest of it. So basically, I've wasted a cup of coffee, haven't I, really? Because I can drink the rest of the Coke and I can drink the rest of the lager if I wanted to. But so I'm going back for more. By accident, I had black coffee the other day, and I mean, the world didn't end. My husband had not left me enough milk. He always makes me a coffee when he goes to work in the morning, so I had that first morning cup of coffee, but he'd finished the milk off, so I couldn't have my nice cup of coffee that I normally have when I come back from walking the dog. And so I had a black coffee and I wasn't looking forward to it, and it tasted all right, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I don't think I'll be doing that, you know, unless I have to, but yeah, not big on the coffee, Coke and lager. I'm quite disappointed actually. Apparently Coca-Cola in some countries used to do a coffee Coke. I bet that was nice, but that what I just had then yeah. So this video is supposed to be entirely different. It was going to be something else. I was going to not take you, but tell you what it was like. I was going to go to our over 60s tea shop, but I thought best do some research, and I thought I'll just do a video to let my viewers know what it's like. I have been on a coach journey for my sister a few years ago, and we were the youngest on the coach, but then that was a few years ago, so you know, but anyway, I thought I'll have a look at the over 60s and tea room to see what it's like. I mean, if I was going to go to our village and have a drink, you know, have some beverage of some sort, well, I don't know if you would call alcohol, I would go for wine. Indeed, I went for a wine on my own last Thursday. I had a dentist appointment and I was already feeling sorry for myself, so I'd had my dentist appointment, and then I thought to myself, do you know what, I'm going to go and try out the over 60s tea shop to see what it's like. And then I thought, do you know what, no, you've just been to the dentist, go and have a drink. So I ended up having 2 drinks, and yeah, was slightly pickled, and it put me out for the rest of the day because the dentist appointment was 12:15. So yeah, it was quite an early drink. So yeah, but I was proud of myself for the fact that I'd gone into a pub and sat there, you know, on my own having a drink, and yeah, it was quite enjoyable. I just looked at my phone, but that's what I thought I'd do in the over 60s, because you do think, I've only lived here for 3 years and haven't really met friends, and you think, oh well, I'll definitely meet them in the over 60s tea shop, but they've got a Facebook group, and I was looking at their Facebook group, and they're all as old as the hills. So when they say over 60s tea shop, they really mean, you know, the 80s tea shop. And then it's like the people that work there or volunteer there, they're probably my age. So I think if I went to the over 60s tea shop, they'd probably rope me into volunteering, and I'm not going to volunteer. If I'm going to do any work, I'm going to do it. Sounds selfish, I know, but if I'm going to do any work, I'm going to get paid work. But right now it's just not practical for me to get a job anyway, because I look after my granddaughter one day a week, and then you never know when I have to nip back home, as we call it, to Rochester to look after my grandchildren. So I'm not tying myself up to volunteering or a job. So yeah, so I'm quite strong on that stance, because I know I go into a charity shop. We've got 9 in our high street. All the shops have disappeared, but we've now got 9 charity shops, and I say that scornfully, but I actually do enjoy going around the charity shops. I really do. You never know what you're going to pick up, and I've had some great things over the years, but there's one particular one, and the woman that works there, she clocked onto my accent and where are you from, and she said, why don't you come and volunteer here? And I'm like, oh no, I'm looking after my grandchild. Oh, well, you could, even if it's for an hour. Well, I don't want the commitment. I'm committed enough to my granddaughter. So, but anyway, I was polite. But every time I go in there, she says to me, you still thought any more about volunteering? So I know if I go into this, what they call an over 60s tea shop, I'll end up being roped into the coffee. And the other thing I didn't like about the over 60s tea shop is no sign of instant coffee. They've got those blooming filter, you know, the jugs, the filter coffee. I can't stand that. The only coffee I like is Nescafe. Oh, and as I discovered when I was in Rochester, I like the Co-op, what is it? The Co-op Fair Trade Gold coffee, because my daughter-in-law had said, oh, we haven't got your coffee and that, and I thought, well, the world's not going to end if they haven't got my coffee. I'll run out and buy some Nescafe the next day. But I thoroughly enjoyed their Co-op coffee, so there you go. But I did look at it in the Co-op when I was there to see if it was cheaper than Nescafe, same price. So I've still not found a coffee alternative that's cheaper than Nescafe. So talking of which, I've got, it's £6 at the moment in Asda's, and my food shop's on the way, so I best go. But yeah, a bit disappointing that the coffee, beer and Coke drink wasn't up to mustard. It might be the measures, but yeah, I think I've tried it for myself, and unless Coca-Cola decide to make one in the UK, a coffee Coke, I don't think I'll be having coffee and Coke in the same glass again. I would like to say thank you all to all new subscribers, and anyone that's ever commented on my videos or liked them, thank you, I do appreciate it. So yeah, that's me now, over and out, and I'll see you soon. Thank you, bye.